So maybe I didn't give WIND BAYEK enough of a chance when we initially saw his skills. He is a brand new collaboration Nat 5 though, so I had high expectations. He did not quite meet my expectations, but we're going to see today if I was wrong about my initial impression, and if some of you guys might have been wrong about your initial impressions as well. Let's take a look at his skills. We do have to... We'll get to that in a second. First skill, Disturb HP Recovery, 2 attacks, pretty good chance to actually activate. Second skill, Consecutive Slash, attack the enemy 2 times, remove 1 beneficial effect, and silence. Not bad. If he had a higher base speed, this would be much more impactful, but his base speed is only 103, so you're not really going to put him... You're going to put him on Violent, not Swift. Because you could run this on, you could run something like this on Swift. For example, people use the Cichlid as a Swift unit a lot, or whoever actually builds Cichlid. And then we have this Sickle Blade. Now this is the passive, so we got to think about both of these, skill 1 and 2, as also doing continuous damage, also doing increased damage dealt by 20%, and recovering HP. So this is defense, Disturb HP. I was going to say defense break. That would have been... I really like defense breaks for skill 1. Really like those. So this is a Disturb HP Recovery, this is a continuous damage, and this is also a increased damage and heals. So that does a lot for skill 1. We also have the skill 2. Now it is a Strip, it is a Silence, it is a continuous damage, and it is a heal. So that is a decent amount for skill 2. So we got to kind of add this to the other skills. The thing that I want to mention, that I want to compare him to, like we can compare him to Dominic. Dominic is a very strong unit. Odin's a very strong unit. He needs to be stacked, but he's a very strong unit. Wang. Xingzhe, another Wind Bruiser. A strong unit, has damage mitigation passive, also has an HP leader skill that you can use anywhere. I would like to compare him a little bit to Roid. Roid is also a single target Wind Bruiser. He has 1 skill and he has 2 passives. Roid, and he has a defense break too. But yeah, comparing him, a brand new collaboration unit, to a Nat 2 that is very free-to-play friendly, I think there should be a much larger difference, in my opinion. But let's see. Let's see how he is. They did not... Oh, they Josephined on the other side. They could have just Josephined on the left-hand side. Not sure why they went for that in the draft. Also, surprised they left the Wusa in there. But let's see. Oh, this is going to be a long match, too. It's going to be a really long match. They do actually have Wind Monkey. I actually like the Xingzhe to Sarion combination together. Oh my god, so much damage. Consecutive Slash. I mean, he did some damage there. Not like anything to write home about. I'm surprised Tessarion went down so fast. I really am. He took a lot of damage. She's going to throw that back. That, yep. Honeybee Friends. Resistance. All right. I think if... Oh, I was going to say if Wusa winds up proccing, then... Yeah, this... Oh, they just resisted. All right. Oh, okay. I mean, if Wusa actually gets his... Didn't think they were going to go for that one. I was going to say, if Wusa gets his skill 3, then the comeback... I don't know if we're going to see a comeback, honestly. I suppose we'll see in a second. Keep going for Wusa, of course. Honeybee Friends, onto Wusa. Because if he gets his skill 3, then they have no CC. So let's see. We're trying to see the WIND BAYEK, though. Oh my god. This is kind of just a... What's his name? Manx? Or is Manx the other one? Fire Hypno-Meow Spotlight. Even though he missed 2 units. He missed 2 units. The fire... Okay, this is just a Fire Hypno-Meow Spotlight. But as much as I want to say, like, we didn't see him do his thing here, the WIND BAYEK, we did actually get to see 2 units that I want you guys to appreciate more, is the Wind Dryad and the Fire Hypno-Meow. He does have a strip, though, so they can strip... There's 2 units that have a lot of buffs. He could strip the Molong and Silence, though. That's also not... Molong is going to move way before he does. Oh, nice. He gets the stun. All right. Oblivion, not that that really mattered. He should... He definitely will finish this off. He didn't really do too much there. All right. Tianlang takes note. That was a wasted Reckless Assault. Wow. And one of these players, I think, is like 200 points over the other one. I think the person using Wind Bayek is actually 200 points down. All right, maybe he's just on a... Maybe he's just on a full HP build, like the speed HP. Oh, he didn't seem really that fast. Maybe he didn't really seem that that fast. Let's see though. All right, not bad. There was a few debuffs, so we did get to see him do some damage. I wish we could see the runes on these to see exactly how he's built. Like if these things are just on HP, or if they're just, or if they're on crit. I assume it's on crit damage. That was pretty impactful. The Tion Lang not dying to the Reckless. So Reckless is donezo's there. They still have the Water Holly Berry though. So let's see. I think this is actually a good place to see him though. It's 2v2. He heals too. All right. No defense breaks. And Riley can't strip everything. So he's got multiple debuffs. Riley can't strip everything. I mean, I cleanse everything. Riley can't strip anything. All right. Look at all those debuffs. Yeah. And he's going to keep healing. Yeah, just not enough damage. Not enough. This is actually not the worst spotlight for him. Not bad. They were 200 points below the player on the right-hand side. They used Wind Bayek, and they actually won. 3 wind units. You knew 2 fire units were going to come out in response to that, and then the Water Holly Berry, of course, gets banned because she's not only toxic, but she is the only unit you have to worry about for those 2 fire units, right? So, let's see who they go for. So they're going to go for Molly first, which is smart because Molly is the only healer on that team. Tessarion is very, very strong here. Tessarion would have been a good ban too. Well, he didn't really have anything. Douglas could have sold the entire thing. So, I suppose that's why they let the Tessarion through. Douglas would have been ridiculous. They picked 3 wind units. Like, Douglas and Tessarion were just 2 great picks there. Alright. But they don't have sustain. This is kind of the thing. We're trying to see the Wind Bayek, though. I don't know why I'm talking about, like, literally every unit that is not him. Okay, so they're going to go for the Wind Bayek first. Does that kill? No. Cleanses, which is good. We want to see what the Wind Bayek does. No, they picked 3 wind units. I think they may just... So there was... I guess death by 1,000 paper cuts. Because they're not doing enough damage with the Tessarion since the Leo's out there. And the... with the Tessarion and Miles. Wow. Tessarion was such a good pick, but... Yeah, they didn't have enough sustain. I think they could... If they had more sustain and more defense breaks. Since Leo's there... The Miles wasn't gonna... They didn't need to have more defense breaks if they had the... if the Miles was doing his full damage. So... That's a bit of an odd match, but GG, we kind of saw a little bit of the Wind Bayek. Masha and Nana into a Moor. Okay, and then they just picked... They picked 3... There seems to be a lot in these... Like, anywhere from C1 down... A lot of, I'm just going to pick 3 units of the same element back to back to back. Although I suppose sometimes it does work, but let's see. Okay, defense break, another turn. Gets the stun. All right, gets another, that was a pretty impactful stun. Did some damage. Damage and more. All right. Did they disconnect or something? Why they just stay in human form with Diana? Is Diana maybe... Why do I kind of feel like Diana might not be fully skilled up for this player? Maybe I shouldn't jump to conclusions, but... Yeah, Ethna's gonna wreck here. We didn't really see the Wind Bayek do anything crazy. First pick Oliver into Masha and Shungpung. Kind of feel like this person on the right-hand side is generally a little bit higher than this by their draft. But let's see, they got the scroll. Oh, they are generally, because they have the Guardian Wings. So they are generally higher than that. All right. Let's see how much crazy stuff. The Shizuka, though, if they don't get the stun here. Oh, it's on Violent. Okay. So, of course, they're not going to get the stun here. I was going to say Shizuka's going to do some crazy stuff. She's going to do a lot of debuffs. Wild Cure. So the Wind Bayek, actually, with all of those debuffs on the opponent's team, potentially can do some pretty decent damage. Let's see. I mean, he's got a lot of debuffs on his on himself as well. So yeah, he's dead, isn't he? Oh, yeah, he's dead. Oh man, that would have been really cool to see, because they set it up so that there was a lot of debuffs with the dark mage. There was a lot of debuffs on the opponent's side, and then he was going to do extra damage with all those debuffs. I think he wouldn't be bad with Praha as well. Praha just strips, she puts everything into dots, and then he comes in, he puts more dots on, he does extra damage. So, I mean, there still should be a defense break at some point in there. But I wonder if maybe a future buff could possibly be... Yeah, this player on the right-hand side was just... They were just prepared for whatever they had thrown at them, because they finished Guardian before. But I wonder if... so they were going to win regardless, I feel. However, most of the time. However, I think that possible future buff for Wind Bayek could just be adding a defense break somewhere and see how that does. Interesting comps. What gets the Bulwark gets banned. Okay. Let's see. I mean, there's 2 fire units there. I wonder if they don't just continue to go for Wind Bayek all the time. He is an HP tank, so maybe he can take some hits. Cleanse that off. Attack power buff. Okay. Tessarion could... There we go. Tessarion could... Oh, man. Don't go for Wind Bayek. I want to see him... I want to see him do fun things. Yeah, I think this is going to be a Water Hollyberry Spotlight, just like half of the matches in RTA nowadays. Just Water Hollyberry Spotlights. Okay, Silence and Dots. On the bright side, she is going to proc those. Very nice. She's going to proc those dots by all the extra turns she gets. So it's actually not that bad. So she does just amazing epic battles. Let's see it. Who gets the Juno gets banned, and the Leica gets banned. I wouldn't have thought that the Leica would get banned. Okay, Scroll Trap on Vertiheal. Bastet skill 3. Bastet was, well, it's fighter 3. Of course Bastet is slow. What was I expecting? I was expecting her to be crazy fast. He's gonna do enough damage to kill. Oh, I thought he was gonna go for Dominic. It's a nice combination with the Dark Mage, though. So all you have to do is summon a Dark Mage. I think a Camir could be a nice combination with the Dark Mage. Anyone that owns the Dark Mage, I think that could be a decent combination. Bastet first pick into not a cleave theme. Into well, they do have some strips and defense breaks, and then 2 units. And that could kind of be a Shield Will kind of team on the right hand, and it's not. It is not a Shield Will team on the right hand side. Okay. They started with the cleave, and then they decided, nah, I'd rather just put the phone down, not have to worry about it. So this Douglas could still be. They're just doing it like a set it and forget team. This Douglas could be potentially pretty nasty. They do have the attack power buffs. So, that's going to be Douglas's passive is less powerful. However, they have 2 wind units there. They don't really have any big damage dealer that directly counters Douglas. They have the Praha. If Praha can... Praha plus attack power buff, I think, is the strategy to take care of that Douglas. But Douglas could just wind up going bonkers and soloing this. And we're seeing the WIND BAYEK here doing things, kind of. I guess he's got a glimpse of potential in the future. Because in some matches, it's like, oh, okay, that could be an interest. Is this Praha not critting? I'm noticing this now. Oh, it's Fighter 3. Like, there is some combo potential, right? Because, like, with the Praha, you're going to strip into dots, so could be pretty solid. Douglas could just solo this. Oh, my God. Let's see if Douglas solos this. It's every Douglas match. Let's see if... Oh, my God! That is not the unit that I thought was going to be the one to do the damage to Douglas. Yeah, that's how I thought that was going to play out. The first time. It's just could be a Douglas solo. It could always just be a Douglas solo. The attack power buff is helping, but oh man. See, the crazy thing is that Oliver is the one actually countering Douglas. First pick Water Holly Berry because of course. And then they go into 2 wind. Okay. Riley comes out, Bulwark comes out. And you also know that with the Miles there's going to be shields on that team. So Bulwark was going to get stacked by 2 different units, and then also the Wusa. So let's see, consecutive slash does not get the silence. Because he could be a decent counter to Water Hollyberry, kind of, right? Well, you also have to think, like, Ethna is a counter to Water Hollyberry. Ethna will just do her skill 3, she'll keep stripping, she'll keep stunning. So Ethna is strong against Water Hollyberry. I think he's got potential in the future. I just think that he needs just more of what he currently does. I think defense breaks could be really strong. Juno first. Juno is a counter. Why don't first pick Juno? They could just not. Well, they didn't. They countered Juno by picking something that Juno is strong against. So that was. I don't. Okay. Let's see. Odd draft sometimes. Odd drafts. Okay. Oh, look at all those debuffs. There we go. Unfortunately, they could have done the skill 1 and then wouldn't have been able to heal. They could have done the skill 1. All those debuffs, though. It's going to be nice. I stand correct. I thought that was gonna kill. I stand corrected. All those debuffs might possibly be nice. Yeah, they need this this Bulwark. Well, actually, they could do it without the Bulwark, but the Bulwark being there would be very nice. Now they're gonna need the still alive. Not anymore. You're gonna need the Water Holly Berry, though, to do some crazy bonkers stuff. They really need some defense breaks. I don't know. It's looking rough, in my opinion. Belly is being very frustrating right now. Okay, still alive. Iron uppercut. And Bellio's winning this match by himself. And Bellio's definitely showing his true powers here. Yeah, this might just be a situation where they're on borrowed time, not having heals. No, they do have heals. It's not that they don't have heals. They have heals with WIND BAYEK. They also have heals with Douglas. So they are not completely on borrowed time. Crits on wind. That's how water works. That's how the element works in Summoner's War in 2023. There's been some wacky stuff going on with element advantage, I've noticed. And he didn't even... I thought he was going to go for a Bellio. Oh, he just... That's, okay, this is not playing out as I had expected this to play out. I kind of figured the opposite was going to happen. Okay, they're going to win this anyway. Well, they might not. Wild blow. And goodbye. Yeah, that's... man, some of these matches, I'm questioning. So now we're going to see a comparison. It's a totally different unit. We're going to see Roid, the Wind Vagabond, because he's similar to Wind Bayek. He is a single target unit with... Well, Roid has 2 passives and Bayek has 1 passive. However, Roid also does have Provoke, Defense Break, and Decrease Attack Gauge. This Vertiheal is going to Revenge and ruin their day. He's not going to revenge. He's going to get stunned now and not ruin their day. Oh, he gets the immunity. All right, and another turn on top of that. They went so aggressive with the wind units, though. That was really 2 fire units at the end. You knew you had to ban one of them. Not that these units are bad here. It's just that Vertiheal is going to be potentially pretty nasty if he actually... There we knew it was going to happen eventually. Okay, so Roy's going to get a turn. He goes for Wusa, of course, because if he didn't go for Wusa, Wusa was going to have that immunity and the shields. So now he gets the stun. Okay. Yeah, this Roid, if Roid starts popping off... Oh, never mind, they just concede. But if Roid started popping off, that could have been pretty nasty. So we did get to see a little bit of what he can do. I just feel that he doesn't do enough for a brand new Wind Nat 5. It should be stronger than the old ones. It should also be stronger than Wind Nat 2. Should be stronger than that. I think that they can definitely make him where he needs to be fairly easily. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's a strong bruiser unit in the future. Just right now, he's not really premium. He's not really going to be winning you a crazy amount of battles. Just stick him with some things that increase the amount of debuffs on the opponents, and that's a good start. Anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you as always in the next one.